However, a new study highlights the fact, one that we already knew, that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is one of the least effective members of Congress. Here to react are the host of tonight's Big Sunday Show, Fox News radio host and townhall.com political editor Guy Benson, civil rights attorney Leo Terrell, and Fox News Headlines 24/7 reporter Carly Shimkus. Good morning and happy Easter to you all.
Hey, Will.
You know, Guy, I think it's a little bit tempting to mock AOC. I'm the boss while being one of the least effective members of Congress. But, Guy, I actually think that undersells how effective she actually is in moving the needle for the Democratic Party and, in turn, for the United States of America. Moments like what just happened in Georgia, where lies compelled Major League Baseball to pull their All-Star game, are no small part to people like AOC.
That's right, and we actually talked about this on yesterday's show, and I made the exact same point. It's clear that she's not effective at actually passing legislation, but there are a lot of members of Congress who see their jobs a little differently than just putting the nose to the grindstone and cranking out bills, right? She is trying to shift not just the culture broadly, because she has a huge following on social media, especially among younger people. She's trying to tug her party to the left over and over again. In each little incremental fight, she's trying to make sure that her leadership isn't getting too moderate. And I think it's hard to argue that, at least on some significant level, a lot of that pressure isn't working.
Absolutely. Carly, do you agree? Would you find AOC's tenure lacking in effectiveness, or actually, as Guy just pointed out, one of the most influential people in America right now?
Yeah, I completely agree with Guy. She may be one of the least effective lawmakers in terms of passing legislation because her positions are so radical, but she ironically is one of the most powerful lawmakers in Congress. Similar to how everything President Trump said made news, she also drives the news cycle, and I really think she's playing the long game. She wants her socialist ideas that may seem shocking and radical now to become such a part of the American conversation that one day she will be able to pass her legislative agenda, and that is really the direction the country is going in. One of the bills that she introduced that failed was one to give full federal benefits to illegal immigrants. And this week, she said she also wants reparations for folks who come here illegally. So she is consistent. She knows who she is as a lawmaker, and she has a huge microphone, and that is very powerful.
Leo, at one time it was said that all politics is local, so at some point does AOC have to deliver for her district in terms of real policy, real legislation, real bills, real return for the people of New York?
Yeah, I agree. She has to eventually, but she's not going to. Look, I disagree respectfully with my colleagues on the Big Sunday Show. Look, she's a noisemaker. I'll give her credit for that. She has high social media platform. I'll give her credit for that. But let's look at some facts. In the 2020 election, Will, the House majority shrank. The Democrats lost seats. And other than the unfortunate loss of President Trump, it was a very good election year for 2020 for Republicans. And I will submit to you that in 2022, the GOP is going to take back the House. And I guarantee you, AOC makes a lot of noise. But as far as productivity, zero. And one last point. If she's such a popular, effective Democrat, run for governor, run for U.S. senator. She makes a lot of noise from her congressional seat, and that's all she does.